the Chase Thomas Podcast, for people who have nothing but time to kill.
And Logan Gilbert, where it's, maybe a step down from a Yamamoto, maybe a step down from Snell, but again, a guy where, especially if you're a pitching forward team, you feel good about being able to get more consistency out of him than maybe Tampa's been able to. I think, although
the problem
a lot of
with Glass now, though, is like he makes 0 sense for a non-contender.
No,
but it's also like, what even? There's part of me is like he's in the Carlos Stanton mold, where it's like, hey man, when you're healthy, you're really good, but you have this issue where you're not available very much.
Yeah,
and we kind of need you to be available when it matters. So here's what's gonna happen: we're shutting you down until August, and then you're gonna do some AAA starts to get you right, and then you're just gonna play the playoffs. That's your plan. We're not gonna see you. You can travel with us. We'll give you some great meals. We'll give you some good entertainment options. We'll set you up with a Regal Unlimited for you to really enjoy what's in theaters throughout the year. But you're not pitching until August. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I just tell them, look, go enjoy the summertime and the sunshine here in beautiful, scenic
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's funny that we talk about, you've mentioned to me the feeling like the Braves are big in on Cease.
They're doing a trade. The Braves are doing that thing where and I think Alex works like this, where, I mean, the Kyle Wright thing was a dead giveaway. Like, you're moving on from Kyle, and that's just bad news for Kyle, because it sucks. And those kind of shoulder injuries, I think, just have a bad track record of those guys ever getting close to what they were prior to that.
Yeah, do you think when Kyle Wright's agent told him, hey, so you're going to Kansas City, like, he just kind of, like, dropped his phone and just, like, walked to go stare off into the distance for a while?
Yeah, I mean, it was like one of those, oh, it's over. Like, the Braves are like, yeah, this is done. Like, because the Braves would not do that unless they were convinced it's over. Because the Braves, I don't know if you knew this or not, John, need starting pitching help in a big way.
Although what I find funny about the Braves is we talk about, them being involved in potential deals for Cease, potential deal for Glasnow, potential deal for Gilbert. But this isn't the same farm system that has allowed them to make the moves that they made for Matt Olson, for Sean Murphy. Although granted, they didn't give up all that much because the A's are run to be plain idiots. But at the same time, you look at the Braves farm system, their top prospect right now is probably AJ Smith-Shawver, who you and I have also talked about.
Yeah.
And you're big on Smith-Shawver for the year 2024 and beyond, and I can understand why.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
he's like a total banger bust guy. Like, there's no path that AJ is either like a number 3 or number 4. AJ's either an ace or he's like just in the bullpen and a closer or out of baseball in 5 years. Like, I don't think it's one or the other.
And I think that makes sense. But otherwise, like, you get past Smith-Shawver, who I think you've said pretty well is either probably who has that severe relief risk.
Yeah.
Similarly, you get to Atlanta's next best prospect, who is Houston Waldrop. I think has a similar, like, granted, his stuff is insane. He has that
a lot better control.
Phenomenal splitter.
He also has been playing he's been playing baseball longer than his senior year of high school, which is something he has on AJ.
This is good. This is a good thing. But beyond that, you look at, and this is just looking at our prospect rankings on Fangraphs through the board. We have J.R. Ritchie as their number 3 prospect. He was their 2022 first rounder, I believe, who's still quite far away. He's only 20 years old. He just got to A ball last year.
Looks like Southern Tyler Clippard.
That I can see that. Yeah, I can. I was going to say, is this dude from the South? No, he's from Washington State. I think he actually went to the same high school Blake Snell did.
It's a good sign.
But then beyond that, you've got Dylan Dodd, who we've seen a couple times now in the majors and has the look more of like a back of the rotation guy. You've got Owen Murphy as another pitcher. The other thing worth noting is Atlanta is really, really deep in arms, just young arms. And again, that's kind of the thing with the majority of this system. And I should note, if you're going to go to these rankings now, they haven't been updated in the off season, but list season is beginning shortly, so get yourself ready for that. A lot of these guys are very low minors lottery tickets right now.
Yeah.
When you're talking about their top international signing of 2023, Luis Guanipa, who is 17 years old, almost 18. Similar to Diego Benitez, who was their top international signing in 2022. He's just shy of 19 years old. Adam Mayer, a 2022 draft pick who has yet to play professionally. Cade Cooler, who was one of their 2023 draft picks. Garrett Bauman.
Seems like he's going to draw trade interest because I think McCabe is going to force his way up sooner rather than later. He's got good power.
And I can understand. I think the issue that the Braves run into is what do they have to offer aside from high A lottery tickets? The Aaron Bummer
it's one
trade,
of the two arms. Like, that's the starter, is either AJ or Waldrop.
and that's what I figure. It's just I'm curious what teams would realistically be interested in that. I'm guessing you could probably build a package for a guy like Cease or.
Go. Nicely done, nephew. The Chase Thomas podcast. Hell yeah.